that's a good breakfast. That is how you start the day, with a good healthy breakfast, nice glass of water, get your body going, make your brain alert for a good day of thrifting and sourcing. Welcome to another Pick and Roll video. I'm Steve. This video is going to be about Amazon FBA and selling books. So you want to sell books, but you don't really know where to find them. Yeah, you see them in some of your thrift stores if you're a seller already, but maybe some places you don't realize. So I'm going to tell you and show you where you can find books on the cheap to send into Amazon FBA for sale. Now, pretty much all the places I get my books, average price I'm going to say is $1. Some textbooks, hardcover books will be $2. The libraries, which I will get to, are the cheapest, where you can get them as low as 25 cents a book. But we're going to get into that. Let me show you all the different places I get books. The first and probably most obvious, Goodwill.
Okay, I had to mute the volume because of the music. I don't want to get copyrighted. But this is what a typical Goodwill book section looks like. They will have well over 1,000 books, all categorized. So it's a pretty good source.
As you see, Goodwills have a good size book section, all categories, and they typically price their covers at $2 and their paperbacks are at $1. You pretty much forget about getting the half off of the color of the week, but they're always bringing out new books. Local type thrift stores. Typically they have some kind of charity or benefit. This one is for a pet rescue. I have others near me that are, one is for HIV/AIDS. There is one that supports a food pantry for ill and homeless people that need food. So those are always good sources for books. And that goes to show I scored 13 books out of there. I was actually coming here to go look at clothes from my eBay, and I ended up scanning their book section. I didn't think they had a book section. My bad. I always quoted the place across the street and down the road to get a lot of books. But I looked online and I didn't see in their store pictures that this place had books, but they did. And I ended up pulling 13 books out of here. So always check, besides your big box thrift stores, check your local ones. Another great place to find books is at a library sale. The one I just pulled up to is at a community center for a small branch library, and they do it every few months. Some libraries have it in a big room or the community center, wherever, and they'll set up tables and it just filled with books and they'll categorize them. So be there when it opens. Don't be late, because there are going to be other book sources there scanning books. And the last thing you want to do is walk in 20 minutes, half hour late, and just scan behind them and waste your time. Be the first in the door, grab your spot, because some places, if there's a bunch, you're going to get your one shelf, your one table, and go at it. So be there early, be the first one in. Library sales, they're usually pretty big. Now, another thing the libraries do, some have ongoing sales. The one I'm at today is they do it once every few months, and they do not have an ongoing bookstore or sale in their library. It's a small branch library. Here where I live in Fort Lauderdale, there's the big county library, and then around me there's probably like 7 or 8 branch libraries, smaller ones, one in each town or wherever it be the case. And most of them have either a bookstore, they'll have a few shelves, a few rolling carts, where they always have ongoing sale. So it's good to check the libraries if they have that. And library sales, whether it's the big one like I'm at or small ongoing, the prices are really good. Typically paperbacks are like 25 cents, 50 cents, and hardcovers are maybe 50 cents to $1 at most. So check all your libraries, the smaller branch libraries, for ongoing sales. Here's a picture of one of the ones I go to. It shows you how small of an area, but it's still good, and I usually pull about 4 or 5 books out of it every time I go. Another place that might be pretty obvious is Salvation Army. Typically their size of inventory is around the same as a Goodwill, give or take, and I do good at Salvation Armies. They have half off on Wednesdays, so if you go there Wednesday when they open, again, be the first one in. I find that really the store gets crowded, but not too many people doing the books. They're mostly looking at the clothes.
Yard sales are another source. While they're not always a definite, you will come across books, and they are usually very cheap. Okay, one creative way, or maybe not so creative, to find books is Craigslist. Everybody knows Craigslist. Right here in for sale section, there's a book section. Now if you look in there, you know, a majority of it is just going to be like this, people selling one book or, you know, a few books of certain topic. Here's someone selling nursing and science books. You know, maybe they finished with their schooling and they're dumping off their college books. But it's worth to scan through. You know, every day, just scroll through it and see what new listings are up. Last week, I found one where the guy was saying he was getting rid of all his ex-wife's books for free. I texted him at 10 o'clock at night, and the next morning at 8 o'clock, I was at his house, and he gave me 3 boxes with about 50 books. I brought them home, I scanned through them, and I ended up pulling about 7 or 8 good books for resale. The rest, I took to my local thrift store, and I donated them. And I got a tax receipt for tax write-off for a donation. Add in here that says books wanted. You know, just put a picture of a stack of books, and then you're heading, you know, I buy books or donate your books here or whatever be the case. And take them, go through them, and whatever you don't keep, donate them to a local thrift store or charity. All right, another creative way you can do to find books is this website called Nextdoor.com. It is location specific to your neighborhood and your surrounding areas, and it's kind of like a bulletin board for your area. Now, you might not find anybody selling or giving away books on here, but you can post an ad that you want the books and you are looking for books. Online that you can get a little creative with is Facebook. Now you can post it on your page that you're looking for books, or you can go into Facebook Marketplace, see if anybody is giving away or selling books, or post, you know, a wanted ad that you're looking for books.
If you know of any other ways to find books that I haven't mentioned, put them in the comments down below. I'm always looking to learn. I'm still pretty new at this, but I'm just sharing what I have learned so far to others that are maybe starting out and that are behind me in the process. But everyone's always looking to learn. Put those comments down below. How do you get books? It's a lot of work getting books, but you can do it. Behind me, that's this week's haul. There's 2 rows there, about 125 books. Some standards, that's nothing. People get that in a day. But for my area and for me alone, that's not bad for 5 days. If you have any questions, if I can help, I will answer. Put them down below. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you later.